Hello, Studio MD I'm Debbie, and welcome to the beach. We are in Coronado Island, California, and it is, my chair's gonna hide a little bit, but if you're from the East Coast, you're gonna see most California beaches are, in my mind, I don't want to say unattractive, but I will say that they are not East Coast beaches at all. They don't have white sand. They don't have that sugary sand, and it's hard packed and it's dirty. But other than that, it's great. Oh, hold on. I hope my phone's not gonna, let me just double check, because everything's new and different right now. I just want to make sure my phone's not gonna fall off. There. Okay. Hello everybody. Let me just hold this and see if I can get this to work right. Makes me nervous because, like I said, I'm not home, I'm not in my own studio, and everything seems different. But, and I'm probably not as bright as normal, but that's okay. I'm sitting this way so that you all can have the beach. So I gave up my beach view so you all can have it, but I can hear it. And if you look out there, where is it? There's a big boat right there. It's always here. It was here last year too. So, oh yeah, but just, I feel like as soon as we went over the big Coronado Bridge, if you've ever been here, it's like the most stunning little community. We went over the bridge, and I just felt myself just go, okay, I'm on vacation now. But I'm really not. I'm really not on vacation. I'm really working every day, but it took me all day yesterday to get myself all set up in here. So at the end of the show, I will take you on a tour of the whole condo and let you see everything, including all the incredible storage they had here. So I was super happy. So hello, good morning to everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh my gosh, thank you for the stars. And like I said, everything's a little new, so you're gonna be my guinea pigs today to make sure nothing goes wrong with my equipment. But Jody, I'm glad. Okay, today we're gonna do some really cute things that you can do that are simple but fun. And so let me show you what we're gonna do. So I love having, hi everybody, thank you so much for being here. I know, I thought you guys would enjoy having that view. There were some surfers out here a minute ago, and now I don't see them, but we see a lot of dolphin, so you might get to see some stuff. Hi Esther, I know, I'm glad you guys have the scenery. I only got the window cracked a little bit. Number one, it's cold here, and number two, the sound, it almost takes over. It's so overwhelming, but I sleep like a baby. I have slept so good. Last night I was up for a while, but the first night we were here, I was so happy. So anyway, I love having fun matches, whether it's in my bathroom. There's Mom. Hi, Mom. Look, we're all set. Whether it's in my bathrooms, definitely in the guest bathrooms. I like to have them in the kitchen. I just like to have really nice matches. Yes, the water is nicer than last year, but if you all are following the news, Tijuana sewer water is filtering into the ocean and then was washing up on some of these California beaches. So they've got a lot of people that have been out here, like all the news stations were out here yesterday. Just they're testing the water, and I mean, I wouldn't get in it, but you know, I see a lot of moms putting their kids in that water, and I'm just like, are you out of your mind? So anyway, we're gonna do matches today, but we're gonna do a number of different things. We're gonna do matches. We're also going to do, we did these a while ago, but I have all new ideas. These you can buy on Amazon. They're little gold, like Tic Tac cases, but you can use your Tic Tac case. What I liked about is Rekindle Blessings meeting up with me while they're in California? No, because they're not going to be right near me. They're going to be on a different part of California, but I am going to talk to her because I do want to know where they're at. So anyway, on Amazon, you can get the different colored containers, and these are so perfect for anything, but you can put your own mints in it and have designer, and we're going to do these in some designer fabrics today. I've got Louis Vuitton. Look at this for the gold one. I love this one. Hold on. And then it can be a pill case. It could be anything. You can put a tiny little mirror inside. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got a number of different ways to do it. We're going to use pinups. We're going to use this. How fun is this? This is going to be my first one. So, okay, the first one we're going to do is the matches. And this paper is from a book, and let me see if I've got the book with me. I think I do. Let's see. Well, there's all kinds of books where you can get like collage paper. This is Fabulous Florals. Look at this. It's all just really fun paper. So this is called Fabulous Florals collage paper. I bought it on Amazon, so you can get it on Amazon too. And at the end of the show, we will give you guys the links for anything I can find. We'll give you links for. So I'm excited to show you guys how I'm set up here too, though. All right, I love this paper, so let's see. I might want to go over a little bit. Let's see. I think I do. I want to do the edge also. So let's see how much of an edge I need. These are so cute when they're done. And then once I get an edge done, then I'll make a template. I will hate not having Mom here. There's Mara. I will get to see Mara sometime soon. I don't know how soon yet, but sometime soon. We're going up to my daughter's today. All my grandkids are here. How's Bill doing? Honestly, he's having a little bit of a hard time here because everything is new and different. We've never had this condo, and I think he's just having a little bit of a hard time figuring everything out. So, but I think it's good for him. I think it'll stretch his brain a little bit, hopefully. You know, I think it's good for him to be away from doctors and appointments and everything he's usually doing. Okay, so I want this to come along the sides. Perfect. And I've got a little trim that's going to go along the sides also. So let's make another one so that I have a, I think I'll go here. So I have a backup. Hi, Charlotte. I know, isn't it? How has Louis adjusted? Well, I talked to Annette yesterday, so we did not end up bringing Louis, even though I did get him certified, allegedly, as a emotional support dog. My friend and one of our sisterhood, Annette Lawson, offered to take him while we're here. And even though Bill really misses him already, I think it was the best decision we could have made, because that would just be one more thing. So Annette messaged me yesterday, and I said, how's it going? And she said, it's good, everything's going fine, but he's really moody. I go, told you. He is so moody. He is just a little grumpy old man. But it is good to know how much we actually love him, because we miss him. Hi, Deb Krause. So, yeah. But I'm personally happy that he's not here, because I just think it would be too much for me to deal with, you know, everything. And then when we go to Nicole, she's already got 3 dogs. We don't know if they'd all get along. It's just, you know, just a lot. But we got to go to Bill's favorite restaurant yesterday. I know, it was so nice of her. We went to our favorite restaurant here on Coronado, if you ever come. Our favorite restaurant is POE's. It's a chart house is part of the Chart House and Landry's group, and I always tell Bill, the food's okay. The food's, it's not, we don't go for the food. We go for the ambiance, because that's more important to me, believe it or not, than the food, because I figure I can go and just get a glass of wine and then eat when I get home if I'm not happy with the food. But you can't get those views, and it sits right on the, well, what is this? What bay? It's Coronado Bay? I don't know what the body of water is right there. Debbie Kelly, you love Coronado too? I'm so glad. I know, I love it. Who knows? What is that body of water right there that's, my gosh, you would think I should know this. Hi, Tiana. Anyway, we sit there right on the water and watch the ferry come in and out, and watch the boats and the kayakers and all that stuff. So it's just fun. Hi, Catherine. We're in Coronado for the summer. Well, for the summer. We're here for 2 months, but it feels like the summer. I know, and that is so sweet. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is, all right, so already, look how cute. Now they're not just ugly diamond matches. By the way, you can get these. I buy them in a pack of 3 at Walmart. When you eat from the kids menu, it is true. These, I believe, are just Tim Holtz. And I'm going to put that in there. And then we're going to jazz this up and put this in here also. It's just funky and fun, and something you can have in your, in your bathroom or wherever. All right, let's see. I believe these are these adhesive? I want to think they are. It would be amazing if they are. Nope. Why was I thinking they might be? Okay, so let me tell you what we're going to do on this little thing. I'm going to give her like a little, not a bustier, but I'm going to give her a little bit of a body. And let me go right down her waist, because that's where we're going to put, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of bling right there. Yes, 2 months we get to be here. And now I want a black and white check, because people are like, when are you going to ever do black and white checks again? All right, let's do them today. So I'm just going to like free for all this. This could be stripes, it could be anything, but we're going to do checks. So look how simple, just with your pencil. Where did I get the mannequin? Great question. This is a mold. I don't remember where I got it, but that's why we're going to have all of the links at the end of the show, because this is such a good one, and I use quick cast resin for it, so it was ready in like 10 minutes, or you can also just use your clay, your air dry or your Formflex, whatever clay you are comfortable using. Okay. Super cute, super duper cute. All right, so here's what, when they're this tiny, sometimes I try a Sharpie, and let's just see if the Sharpie will work. If not, then I'll paint it. But a lot of time, oh yeah, look. A lot of times just a Sharpie is, you can get a better, you can get a better square with a Sharpie, and it'll be perfect every time. So let's just do this with the Sharpie. And this it's a really nice dark Sharpie. I made sure that the Sharpies all worked before I started this. So yeah, when we're here, we play a lot of cards. Was it from Ita Cakes? Honest to God, I don't remember. Sue, if Sue or Marrier's here, somebody could look on the master supply list and see if it's on there. I want to think. I really don't remember. But look how cute this is going to be. Just to sit on top of that. And I love the paper. I like that fun, happy paper. I think it kills Mom when I'm here too, and she's live and she can't like do the comments for me, because I know that you all miss that. Thank you, Liz. Mara, this isn't one of your molds, is it? Because if it is, that would be amazing. Because you guys know we buy all of our supplies, just about all of them, from vintageretailtherapy.com. And we do have a link. And if you go in under my link, then you also get 10% off when you check out. So, I don't know. Does anybody else recognize it? You've probably said it, and I haven't looked up to see it. I think it's going to be cute too. Just fun. You guys, you could take a Barbie doll apart and just take her body part. You know what I mean? And pretty much get the same thing. I feel like we've been doing the whole Barbie doll thing lately, and I just love it. I did check. I know, Sheila, that's what I'm saying. But you can't do big check. I mean, I guess you could. But your Sharpie would probably wear out. And I painted this first, too. So I put a coat of the Dixie Belle cotton, let's see, Dixie Belle, what's my paint? White Cap. White Cap is the name of my Dixie Belle mineral paint that I used. But you could just use a regular acrylic paint, use your Sharpie. I don't know how well that would do on glue, but look how perfect. You're digging for it. Thank you, Sue. Look how perfect. I'm trying to think what I used it on, Sue. It's been a while since I've used this mold. And then, like I said, we're going to give her a belt. We'll give her a little necklace. We're going to give her some wings. Okay. Look. And just like that. Just like that. Okay. So I've got a couple different ideas for wings. These you can buy on Etsy. And they come in all different sizes. And you get a whole bunch of them. They weren't very much. I don't remember how much because it's been years since I've had them. Let's see, where do these cut off? Did you know that butterflies also are the perfect size wings? I mean, the perfect look. You can get them in any any size, any shape, any colors. So whenever I see butterflies, whether it's stickers or this just came out of a book that I have, then I cut them out. Usually I copy them, put a bunch of copies on my copier too. All right, let's see which one. Now look. Look how cute. And now she's got those wings. It's not on the master list. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, when we're done, I will find it and I will post all of the links. These just look weird to me. Like, they don't go that way because I think they're just too small for her. So we're going to use the butterfly wings. So let's get this down. Let me make sure I want to do, oh yeah, look how cute. Get that down a little bit. Okay, I want to make sure I want to get everything on top. Hi Carmen, isn't it a great view? And this, I'm telling you, the sound is incredible, but it is cold here. I'm not complaining much, but it is cold. Okay, so our little frame is down. You like the butterfly wings? I did too. All right, so let's attach the wings to her first. Make sure we've got them in the right spot. They need to be a little bit lower, right about there. Okay. Trying to get better about not using my fingers with hot glue all the time. So I got these silicone sticks. What floor am I on? I'm on the, it is gloomy this week. I'm on the 5th floor, but I'm right on the corner, which we always are. But we've never been in this building. We overlook the pool. So, and it's the quiet pool, thank God. It's the quiet pool, and it also overlooks the little building where Bill plays cards, where we can go at night. They have a full bar, and they've got all kinds of fire pits that just are like right on the beach. So nice. So, it is hot in Vegas. Billy Joe, you're in Vegas right now? Okay, oh my gosh. Look how adorable. All right, let's get this down, and then we're going to, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do gold around those edges, but I'll do it afterwards. I don't wanna waste our time doing it. Okay, let's get some bling on her. Oh yeah, she needs this little bitty necklace. I love doing this stuff so much. I must think she needs like a little ribbon belt instead of more bling. But we'll see. Hi, Ruby. Thank you. It is such a great view. I'm so happy to be here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just stick this down. It was a long drive though. It took us, I meant to take a picture of my car and Bill's car. It took both cars, and we were overloaded. I had to leave a box home that wouldn't fit. So, yeah, oh, Debbie Stewart, I just saw your message too. Yes, both cars. My car had, because I had to bring 24 projects. Not that I don't shop when I'm here, but I'm so funny. I like to have all my clothes, and I want to have all of my supplies. Mary, the water's definitely looking better than it did last year. Okay, look. Actually, I think rather than a necklace, I'm going to give this part, yeah, I'm going to do that part instead, because I need to hide the pencil mark anyway. We need to give this a definition. But I was pleasantly surprised. You have one on your mantle for your buckstone? Yes. Decorate it with anything, especially if it's something like that. You could do a, I don't know, like some kind of a country scene. Oh my gosh. Look at how adorable that came out. Okay, I'm almost thinking that is plenty. Like, I don't think she needs anything else. If anything, a tiny little something on her belt, but I don't know. Okay, and then I have this bling. Is that not spectacular? It's on Amazon. We will have the link for this. How does my private group, how often? Vicki, we meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And of course, everything's on replay, so you don't have to be there. But Mondays and Fridays, Mom's with me. And then Wednesdays, we do Wednesdays Women, and I interview a different lady in my group on Wednesdays. And so it's, oh crap, I had it upside down. Oh my God, oh no, okay, never mind. I panicked. I thought, well, that would be just like me. I'm gonna keep those out because this is so full. Can you imagine if I had done that and we didn't have a chance to fix it? I'm so busy thinking about all the things that I want to do. Okay, so I'm going to do this on the edge. So check this out. And if we just do like 3 rows, let's see, come on. I love this stuff so much. Yes, that's where we do our auctions. We do all of our giveaways there. And let me see if I go this way, if it'll match up. You know, I'm still trying to get the every other pattern. Let me I can. Let me just move it up one. That's why I love this. Oh my gosh, look at this. I absolutely love this trim. And it comes in, I have it in rose gold and white and Tiffany and white. Hi, Leslie. I'm sure everybody laughed out loud like, oh, here we go. She's back. And she's just as ironic as always, or moronic. Oh, I love that I can make that work. Isn't that so pretty? Cut it off, easy peasy. I'm gonna have to trim a little bit off this bottom so it doesn't get stuck every time. And now look. And then I'll do the other side too. But, okay, how fun is that? Well, let me do the other side so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. California Dreamer, that's right. I hope you guys will do these because trust me, it is, look how fast it goes. It's such a great way to be creative when, you know, you don't have to think through some huge project. You can just do it like this. No, Leslie Mom's not with me. She will be here though, the end of June. She will come and do my auction with me. So my mom and Rachel and let's see, my mom, Rachel, myself, and maybe if we have some ladies that are local that want to come enjoy it with us. But I will, at that point, on June 20, I think it's June 29, I will be auctioning off every single thing I make the whole time I'm here. So those are fun. Tracy, you love doing, oh my gosh, you guys, Tracy Honecker, this is why I'm such a match freak. I did, you know, I did these a long time ago with my private group, and then Tracy Honecker made me the most incredible Chanel and Louis Vuitton matchboxes, because I was just doing mine with pinups and thought I was, you know, so cool doing that. And then Tracy sent me a Chanel and a Louis Vuitton, and we're gonna make one today because give others ideas what to put on top. Okay, we're gonna do some more. So look, and now look how fun. And that is just easy. And then you can, at that point, I would do a funny saying. This one says, I hate to spend money, but the economy needs me. Or these are from Tim Holtz. These are my favorite. I'm gonna go today to Hobby Lobby and get some more. What do I call the doll on top of the Matchbox? It's a dress form. So, but you could take a Barbie apart. You could figure it out if you don't have, you know, the stuff to do it with. But what a great gift is this for somebody. It's so off the wall, and I'm telling you, if you saw this in a boutique, I guarantee boutiques would try and sell this for like $15+. Whether they'd get it, who knows, but they would probably try. And then you could also trim out just like right here on both sides, like all the way around. That's actually really cute. Let's do that. I like that. And it doesn't, I thought it would fight with the black and white on the sides, but it doesn't because it matches her little deal. Yes, I'm in California right now, but I live in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm in Coronado Island, California. It is funny though, everything is so expensive on the island. So like gas is $5. Groceries, this is why we had so much in the cars, because my car takes, we put all my supplies in my car, and then Bill's car had all of the food, wine, and our clothes. So what we do is we steal our dry cleaning bags all year. We just kind of just keep them. but we've had the same ones forever. And we load up all of our dry cleaning bags with our clothes. It just makes it so much simpler. And then we just lay them across. Like we bring all of our food and everything in bins. But by food, I mean like, you know, peanut butter, mayonnaise, that kind of stuff. Okay, now look at it. So that is, like, this is an incredible little gift now. Mother's Day's coming up. Make one for all your friends and just say, hey, you know, you're probably going to get some, you know, hand-painted things from your kids or your grandkids or whatever. Just wanted you to have something really fun and funky. So, okay, there's one. Love it. All right, so let's do this one. So let's talk about doing the, like, this is, this could be a little pill case for somebody. I don't have enough to do the bottom. Let's see. Don't have enough to do the bottom if I use that one, but I have enough if I do this one. Yeah, this is fun. And I was just on my private page seeing, I think I'm just going to do the top. I was just on my private page and I saw one of our ladies. This is such a cute idea. One of our ladies is doing teacher gifts, and she did a dry erase kit. So the whole dry erase, like the cleaner, the brush, and some dry erase markers. And she did the whole one side of the dry erase, whatever that thing is, in a Louis Vuitton. Like I said, you can get this stuff from Our Lady. It's ilfatejourshop.com. And again, we'll do all the links when I post pictures of everything, is when we do the links. But anyway, you can get all this kind of fabric. So she did that on a dry erase little thing. And oh my gosh, it was so cute. I thought that was the cutest idea. All right, I'm gonna cut this so that it's perfectly fitting. And then I'll make a pattern for the other side. Is it not a pink mold? That mold, it has where you can make dress to go on it. Yes, I think it does. Gosh, I can't believe I didn't bring that mold with me. But I had a couple of them already made, so I didn't worry about it. Okay, then let's do, I'm gonna do one more. Where did I get the black and white jeweled stick-on? That's Amazon. That is Amazon. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Yep. And I want to say, gosh, I'm so bad about remembering how much things cost, but I want to say that it was $9.99 for the roll. And you can get it in all different colors. But look at, this is, well, I've already used, but here's a roll. Like, you get a bunch, that's a roll. I was really pleased with how much I got on that. So for this one, I have a little sign that says a little bougie, and I thought that would be fun inside of here. You can also put the same paper or special paper inside. Let's see if I did better on that one. Whichever one I did better on will be my top. That was perfect. Okay, what glue am I going to use? I think, honestly, good old tacky glue is going to do better than anything. Hi, Cindy. I'm happy to see you, too. Did I take the... Nope. Brand new. I tried to bring all new supplies. Oh, okay. So one thing happened with all my supplies. I was trying to keep everything upright in my car, but, you know, stuff shifts. And when it shifted, apparently, allegedly, I did not have one of my gold, liquid gold caps on tight enough, and I have that red dye. Luckily, I had it in a Ziploc bag, but I have that red dye on a whole bunch of stuff now. There we go. I'm gonna use a brush and brush this too. So we can get all the way to the edges. I love this new tacky glue because of the, where is it? Here it is. Look. And then it sits up, it sits that way. Do the waves. Help with snoring. They should. I could still hear him last night though. He's funny. If he's snoring, I just go, yeah. And then he feels terrible. Then he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And then he'll roll over, and then it usually starts up a few minutes later. But the fact that he feels bad is enough for me. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine getting this or popping this out of your purse? Like, that's something that I think as a gift, it is such a love-hate relationship with liquid gold, for sure. It's gonna get a little faster this time. Yeah, I love it, but if it goes wrong, it's really bad. Yes, you buy them this way on Amazon. They're called metal boxes, metal or tin boxes. Trying to think all the ways. Like I said, we'll have the links for you so you don't have to go to all that trouble. But if you're like, no, I have to have it right now, I want to think they're called like candy cases or pill cases. Make sure I'm going the right way. Man, that's like some decent cutting skills right there. I'm impressed. Okay, and then this one, I've got, look at this. So this I buy on Amazon also. It comes in so many colors, but I buy it in like the plain. This is the silver AB. This is a bronze, bronze. That's what this one is. Has he ever had a sleep study? I don't think so. And he honestly doesn't snore that much. And I think it also depends on how much wine he's had. And I mean, he doesn't have usually more than 2 glasses a night, but if he does, if he has like even 2.5, I'll notice it. Okay, this is a perfect 2-row topper. I hope you guys are enjoying these ideas. They're so simple, but yet sometimes it's the little stuff like this. I was just telling, one of the ladies bought me a deck of cards, a double deck of cards for my birthday, and they're really cool, but they're, you know, they're cards, and they're our favorite cards. And I think, you know, that they didn't cost a ton. They cost plenty, but they weren't a ton. Yes, we will have links for all of this stuff. And it's something so thoughtful that every time we pull them out, which is every night, they just make me so happy. Let's start back here. Yeah, and all of this is adhesive, so it goes down so easy, so nice. Just simple. I probably could have done 3 rows, but 2 is good. Do one more. And I think the bottom one can probably take 4. And when I say rows, I'm talking about rows of these rhinestones, you know. They also make Teflon scissors. I'm not using them right now, but they make Teflon scissors so that you can cut anything sticky, and it won't stick to your, they have mouth tape now to prevent snoring. Do you know what would scare me to death about that? If I, this is the stuff I worry about. This is why I don't like to snorkel, or this is why I can't have, when I'm at the dentist, I can't have them put that little bridge thing in my mouth to keep my mouth open, because I am so deathly afraid of choking or of having to be sick and I have something in my mouth and I can't do it. Yes, links for everything. Not every single item, but the large majority of the things W is using are, yes, they're already on, if you're in our private group, they're already on our master supply list. Like, Sue really does keep up with that. I mean, I just feel psychotic about some stuff. Okay, look. And now let's do the bottom. And let's see, I bet we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 5. I could get 6, but I'm gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. But this stuff is so easy. Let's see, just, if I had my other scissors, it would be better. So when you buy these sheets, you get 2 sheets in a pack, and the sheets run, I want to say, I believe it's $13.99 or something like that, maybe $16.99 for 2 of these, and I've already used a bunch of it. And so this is just 1 sheet. You get 2 of those. For snoring, it was not apnea, so it's not always apnea. Titanium, that's what they are. Non-stick scissors are a crafter's best friend, yes. Laurel's the one who turned me on to those, and they really are. Titanium, not Teflon. But can you believe how simple this is? Okay, I need 1 more row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you guys hear the water? Hear the waves? Because I'm wondering, I mean, I can open the window more so you can really hear it. The first night we were here, there's a group of ladies, like a bachelorette party or something. You can't tolerate those dental things. Oh, they make me crazy. Carolyn Morrissey, we would love to have you. And Sue or Mary will put up the sign up right now for you. But it's just $25 a month. You can cancel anytime. And like I said, that's where we do our auctions, our giveaways. We meet 3 times a week. And we also have, I know this is so funny because Nicole goes, Mom, you have chapters? We have chapters all over the country of ladies that are in my group that get together and have lunch, or we've got one group that's getting together and doing like a swap, like a craft swap. You can see and hear, okay, good. You can hear it. It is so peaceful, isn't it? Debbie Stewart, yes. But if you go to studiomd.com/sisterhood, yeah, you can sign up right away. Okay, look at, would love to have that. And then here's what I would do inside. Look at this. This is also from illfaitesyourshop.com. It says a little bougie. So I want to glue that right in here. And I'm going to go with the tacky glue. Mom and I did some testing with glue the other day. This is an iron-on patch, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to glue it on. We did some testing for fabric, and believe it or not, good old tacky glue worked just as well as some of those expensive glues. You're in Florida? We have a lot of ladies in Florida. They need to get together. But anyway, somebody, when my daughter was here, or in Arizona, we had our big retreat a couple weeks ago. Somebody said, I'm with the whatever chapter. And Nicole goes, my mother has chapters? And she goes, yeah. Okay, so cute. And then, check this out. Itacakes.com also has all of these little doodahs. They are called croc charms. That's what they are, because look, they have the thing for crocs. I always say, there ain't no way you're jazzing up Crocs that well that I would wear them, but we buy them for, look, we buy them for the stuff. But there's that, I've got this. There's so many different ones. Now, if this was longer, you could go that way. There's another one. I'm gonna go with this one. I think it's perfect. And I'm gonna use the B7000. When you are shopping for supplies, how do you have a vision of what to buy? Good question. Unfortunately for creators, I think we just kind of have to buy a little bit of everything. But if I had limited money, I would say like transfers and decoupage paper, because you could do so much with them. I buy bling and, you know, standard stuff all the time. But if I had limited money and maybe I had $50 to spend, something that was going to give me the most for my money, I would say decoupage paper and transfers, because you can do so much with those. Yeah, Pam Elliott needs to start one. So look at that. What a great little gift to keep your pills in or fill it with Tic Tacs. So, love this idea. All right, so far. And just simple. Oh, hold on, I gotta get that. This is why I don't use hot glue, but I use like B7000, because you have room to move it. And there, now it's perfect again. But, oh, I just love this. All right, let me get that on. Let's do, we could also do one with a pinup, or, okay, let's do this. I really liked that paper. Hold on, let me grab, you know, like this is what it comes in the Mackenzie Childs boxes. This wrapping paper, you can take it, the tissue paper, you can take it to your Office Max and copy it. And now you've got this incredible background. I don't have enough for both sides. So hold on, let me grab, I've got some right here. I've got all my paper crafting right here. I just want to get another piece of paper. So this is their actual wrapping paper, and I love to use it. So when their wrapping paper goes on sale, buy it, and then you can also take it to, like I said, your Staples, your Office Max, or whatever. Let me make sure I've got this the right way. Okay. And yes, stencils would be another great supply. But I tend to use my stencil, like a diamond stencil, I use all the time. All the time. All right, this one we're gonna do bling on the sides. So I'm just going to do the top. But this is what I do a lot for my friends. When somebody's got a birthday coming up, let me make my background. You can do stuff like this and then put their face in it. So that is so fun. And when I need somebody's face, I just literally, I download it right off of Facebook and then I print it on my printer. Because you're not looking for incredible quality when you're making these little things. These are just like fun, fun, fun. but I love personalized gifts more than anything. I told Bill yesterday the Navy SEALs were out here swimming, and I said, oh look, there's the SEALs. And he goes, where? And I go, right there. And he goes, where? I don't see them. And I said, Bill, they're right there. Look at all the boats. And he goes, oh, I thought you meant like real seals. And I was like, no, I wouldn't have gotten that excited over real seals. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go back to the glue stick because it really does work well. So yeah, just take the tissue paper or whatever you've got and take it right to your local place and have them, well, I usually do self-service with this because just in case they question it, like, are you allowed to do that? I'd be like, I don't know, but let's just do it. Can you guys believe how easy this stuff is, though? And how fun? I've got a little bit on there. Okay, that done. I kind of want to use her, but I also sometimes use like old pictures that you can get at thrift stores of people that, who are they? We have no idea, but they're old people. And then I put somebody's face on it. This is good. If you want to be original, get ready to be copied. But I think she's kind of fun. Or I have okay, so like, look, cut stuff like this out of catalogs or out of books, and then put your friend's face on it. Put a crown on her, give her a party hat, just funny stuff. All right, so I've got this book that's incredible on Amazon, Vintage Pinup Girl. Is it ephemera? I never know how to say it. Ephemera? Yes, I'm in a condo. Love to see one decorated for a bride. Oh, great idea. Okay, let's find one of these. I didn't bring any pop dots. Sometimes I like to have pop dots to like pop it up a little bit. She's too big. We need some of the smaller ones. But what I love, they're all different sizes in here. Let's find a small one. Okay, let's do this one right here. So yeah, if you don't have this book, go get it because it's full of pinup girls. I did a whole book. Was it? I can't remember who I did it for, but I did a whole book of a friend of mine, and I cut these out of catalogs and you know, old magazines. I love buying the old Life magazines, and anyway, did the whole thing in all these different outfits and with her and her husband's face and everything. And she said it was one of her favorite gifts. I think it was my friend Molly, but anyway, just I love doing this kind of stuff. It just makes me laugh, and especially when you've got funny sayings to go with everything. Okay. So fussy cutting, you need some decent scissors. I usually use my little tiny Tim Holtz scissors, but these are actually working for a change because it's paper. Let me get them. These type of books would stretch the dollar too. Yes, for sure. You just use a regular glue stick for the paper? Yes, absolutely, because it's that paper is part of their wrapping paper. I mean, that's the real deal. That's real McKinsey wrapping paper. That's the other thing. You buy a roll of wrapping paper. I buy a lot of wrapping paper and use it. At least for projects like this. You can't use it on, you know, projects that are going to be, you know, somebody's going to be really messing with them all the time. But for something like this, and it glues right down. And you could also decoupage this. Okay, love, love, love. Let's see, does she need wings? She might not. Let me see. I just love to put wings on everybody. I don't think so. She's not like the wing kind of gal. So today we're going up to Nicole's, my daughter's, at like 3:30, and all of my grandkids will be there because, oh yeah, these are the Tim Holtz. These are amazing scissors. All my granddaughters will, all my grandkids will be there because my son and his wife are in Puerto Vallarta right now, so Nicole is keeping his girls. But they're funny because then she'll be like, okay, Danny, now you realize you have to keep my girls now, like my kids. And so they switch out, and it is working for them. Love, love, love. Let's put something on this as a little, let me see what, if I have just a cute little, I kind of like this. You could do funny, or this is actually kind of a good one. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. I don't like the circle circle because of the cage, so let's find something that's not a circle. Let's see. This book, I love this one. These are all Amazon. This is Vintage Quotes and Words. It is the best part of having family nearby. Let's see, real quick. Okay, here's all the funny ones. Okay, this is so good. I'm not a control freak, but you are doing it wrong. Okay. That is like my whole life. Bill always says, why do you care? Why do you care? Because I care. I care about you're doing it the wrong way. My advice from Mom the day we left was just relax. Give Bill some grace and just really enjoy every second you guys are together. So I keep reading that over and over. Am I going to do lives with Nicole? Yes, I will definitely be doing some lives with Nicole. But she is so busy. She works full time now. She took over, so my kids took over their dad's business. And he has a really nice big engineering firm here. And so all my kids, like my son, my daughter, and my son-in-law all work there. And Nicole just took over all of the marketing for the company. And so she's so busy. She's not going to have a lot of time to play with me like we normally do when she's here. All right, so let's get the, this time we're going to use the regular, because this looks really pretty on it. Close this up. Husband says that all the time. I know, I love it. Like, why do you care? I don't know. I care. It's like we did some giveaways the other day during my class. So in my private group, we also do one free class a month on top of our regular classes that we do, you know, our regular lives that we do every other day. we do a special class once a month also, and that's where we do all of our giveaways. And it's always something a little bit more, you know, involved than these, like something like this. So this last Monday we did a class, and we did a vintage train case, and I added pinups to the whole thing. And it was so adorable. Okay, and this stuff, like I said, you just peel it right off. It couldn't be easier. And then we're going to use stickles on this one. So Nicole, when I talked to her yesterday, I go, how's it going? She goes, well, I get up, I take, because there's 4 kids in all. My son has 2 daughters, and my daughter has 2 daughters and a son. So actually 5 kids in all, but 4 different schools that she's going to get everybody to school in the morning. So she starts really early and then drops everybody off, goes to work, works all day, and then about 3 o'clock has to leave work and start the rounds again. But my son comes home tomorrow. I think when I was younger, I could do it too and didn't think anything of it. Now, I can't even imagine. Cannot even imagine, like, having the energy to work, and it takes enough energy just to, like, watch the kids, much less have to be, and then, you know, you pick them all up from school, and then they all have activities. The girls are in acro, the little girls are in acro, and then my grandson is in football and wrestling. Look at that. All right, let's do the other side, and then we're gonna stickles it. 1, 2, 3, 4. The key to stickles, which is this right here. Don't forget, I'm gonna take you on a tour before we hang up. These are stickles. This is Mercury Glass. It's my favorite color of all time. I have a number of favorites, but that is my most favorite. What did I say? 4? Yeah. Mercury Glass. And it is a really fine glitter glue. So if you're familiar with glitter glue, it's the best glitter glue I have ever seen. And it goes on much nicer than glitter glue. Because glitter glue sometimes gets, I don't know, it takes forever to dry, which this takes about an hour to dry. But glitter glue sometimes just comes out super clumpy. And this one isn't so bad. I know, literally. Bill and I went to lunch yesterday, and we were going to go do some shopping afterwards because he loves to shop, which is fun. But he likes to shop more than I do. So that's not so fun. But we went to lunch, and he goes, all right, you want to go shopping? I go, no, I'm so tired. I just want to go back to the condo. And plus, I was enjoying getting all my supplies and everything set up. Like I said, praise God, there's so much storage here. I was so relieved because we have never stayed in this unit. We've stayed in different ones. Yes, Vicki, go buy Matchboxes. Deb, you love stickle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely use it for cards. Yes, Irene, Mercury Glass is the best. Platinum is very close to Mercury Glass. So if you can't find Mercury Glass and are looking for another option, go to Platinum. But I always say avoid some of the white ones that look, oh, those are so cool. If you see a predominant color in one of those stickles, it's because that's what the color it's going to pull the most. So in other words, like I think diamond, a couple of them, they pull like green, really green, instead of what you're looking for, which is just a really pretty color. They'll pull more green than anything. Just cut off your excess. How cute. And then on the ends on this one, because I love the paper, I think I would do the paper on this. But you could also do your black and white. Or, you know what? I think I want to do the whole, let's do the whole thing of this. Let's see what we need. So it's so much simpler. Let's see. You don't want to go over. Let's see, I think I'm going to do this many. You don't want to go over it because if the sticky is past your box, it's going to keep the matches from coming out easily. Perfect. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have these in my bathroom, so like I said, the one that Tracy Honecker made me is all Chanel. And I have it in my guest bathroom, and then I have a sign that says, flowers say I'm sorry. Chanel says, I've learned my lesson. I love that one. I found it at my thrift store. All right. I was a little under generous with it, but that's okay. Let's hope I have enough for the other side too. Okay, now look at that. I mean, that is an incredible gift for somebody. Oh, yay. Need enough for this side too. Now the titanium scissors won't do that. It just got stuck on my scissors big time. Okay. All right, we've got that. Whoops. Love it, love it, love it. Let's do the stickles now. So make sure the stickles are the very last thing you do. Where do I buy the designer brooches and fabric? We will put in a link because you'll get a discount, but it's ilfaitejurshop.com. That's why you want to wait, because it's hard to, it can be hard to find if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. And her website's tricky. It's not the easiest website I've been on, but you will definitely find everything you need. Okay, so this stickles. And I just do like a hit and miss. And when it dries super sparkly. So let's give her a necklace. I'm gonna give her a wedding ring. Let's do the bottom of the cage. And then I always go around the words. I always just think it just sets it apart. Makes it look so much more professional. Okay. Now look, can you see where I've got around the words, and when it dries, it'll glisten. The other thing she needs is nice eyeshadow. Okay. So look at what we've done today. Just a super simple, kind of silly, but great little gifts. Says a little bougie. But I'm in love with this one. 3D, lots going on, a frame. I mean, you would definitely consider this like a mixed media little box. I keep touching that. But let's just make sure. You're gonna have to, after you do it, just pull it out a few times just to make sure the glue's not sticking. That one is. But just want to make sure. Yes. It works. Yeah, I really love this one. So let's do, we need a little bit of stickles on the wings, like the little veins. That's the only problem with the stickles you got to keep. And the stickles are by Ranger. Ranger stickles. So you can go on their website, Ranger, just like a, you know, park ranger. Thank you, Lynn. Sweet Lynn. Lynn Rose offered to keep Louis while I was here. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would never do that to you. But, wonder if we want a crown on that one. Let me see. Hold on, I've got a crown. I've got all my, I brought all my stuff, like, and I kept it all close at hand. Let's see. Yeah, close at hand, but now I don't remember where. I'll find it. Anyway, but I did. Okay, so these are on Temu. They're rings. I wore them when a whole bunch of the girls were here. I wore them. They're so cute. But they're even cuter as belts. So if this was on a plain, like if this was just painted, you know, pink or whatever, this would be such a cute little belt on here. But I'll have to find my crowns. I'm not sure right now where they're at. So fun, 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 fun. And like I said, we will, always evolving. You keep a pin handy. Yeah. Thank you. Dots on the corners of the black squares. Dots on the corners of the black squares. I don't do that, Debbie Kelly. A lot of the creators do that. That is not my style because I was one of the original, well, I was the original teacher of how to do the black and white checks, but I did them like Mackenzie Childs did them. So, and there was never the dots in between, and so that's why. But you did make me think, because I always do the drag, which is, you know, just the little white, which kind of just gives it another dimension. So, anyway, I don't know if that explained it right, but yeah. And I do like it sometimes, but I never do it. So, thank you. Fun. Okay. So simple. I love doing stuff like this on journals. I've got a bunch to do that we'll do one of these days. And like with these, they're done. Now you could, before you put your stickles on, you could seal it. Even after you put your stickles on, you could seal it if you want. So you don't have to, but if you want to seal it, you can. But like I said, I don't usually, because I've never needed to, but that one is really my favorite. I would buy this in a boutique, easy. And if it was for a gift, I would pay, I would say $15 to $20 for that. Just because, but I'm weird like that. I love weird stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna take you on a tour. You ready? All right, let's see if I can do this without losing you. I'm gonna be careful everywhere I touch. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me flip you around. Okay, so I'm in, this is the guest room. So there you go. This is the guest room. And the beds were like, one bed was way over there at the window, and then this bed was like, I don't know, moved in a little bit. And then that dresser was between them. But look at how great this worked out. So yesterday morning, Bill and I moved the furniture around. Don't you love it? But now, look, I'm able to have all this storage. This is all my paper crafting. Here's all my bling. I've got ribbon on the bottom. Like I'm able to have most of just like so much stuff here we're going to do a swan coming up. But then I've got this that I absolutely love. There's your view. And so this is what's sitting beside me. Here's like my books, more of my supplies, some other options. And then this is, all right, so this is what my desk always looks like when I get done with a live. Isn't that funny? Just stuff everywhere, and then I clean it up. But so this is where I'm working. And this was another huge, huge blessing. Look. So I've got this closet that I've got a bunch of my, hold on, I lost, let me get up to the bottom of all the comments. I can see what you're saying. There we go. Yes, I had to bring a ton of supply. This whole closet is full. But look, again, more drawers. So I've got, this is all the other, designer fabric and stuff I was talking about. Look. This I buy in bigger sheets. I buy from a company called Lamberti Leather. And it's Lamberti Leather, Lamberti Leather. So, but yeah, you guys, I had to think through so much. So hold on, let me go this way. I know you guys will appreciate it because you understand the supply thing. Okay, look, so these are different projects we're going to do. I've got, we're going to do the designer, I'm going to do the Louis Vuitton leather on a dress form. But this is like all my bases, things that I use, and then all of my decoupage papers and stencils and transfers. This is how I keep track of everything. It's impressive. Oh yeah, it's 2 carloads full of stuff. But anyway, so that's where I'm working, which I love. Okay, I'm going to take you back to the front door. So it is I'll show you. Let's see if it'll let me go down the hall. So we are on the end. So here's it's a beautiful building. So if you come off the elevator, which is right at the, in the middle, you come around the corner and we're way back here by ourselves. Okay. So, then you walk in. How did I get all that there? 2 cars, yeah. I have a SUV and Bill has just a big car. Speaking of Bill, you say hi to the ladies? Look at this. Isn't this incredible? And the month you will be there, you have quality. Oh, I will. I will for sure. Yeah, this is the view from our side, and that building right there is where you can play cards. They have a bar. You can see they've got fire pits, and then this is the quiet pool. There's one little old guy in there barely moving, but it's chilly. It is really chilly here today. It's a little gloomy, so this is my favorite spot. So this is where I will do my devotions in the mornings. And then all of this opens up. Where do you see this? Look at it. Opens up all the way. Isn't that fabulous? Hold on. So look, you get, like, I can open up the whole place. Yes, the corner is so fabulous. But this is just a step, it makes me nervous. It's just a tiny little step out patio. You don't get a, not too many of these have big patios. I don't know why. But, so last year we were on the corner right at the Dell, Coronado. And so this year we are a number of buildings away. And then Bill's whole family, when they come, they all have their own condos that they rent. And we're in all different buildings. So, yeah, it's a beautiful condo. This is probably the prettiest condo we've ever had. Although the haze will burn off. But look, most of these condos have teeny little kitchens. And this one has a nice big kitchen. And look, Kathy Wensauer sent me another bottle of that. This is really fun tequila. You probably, I don't know if you get those on your your news feed on Facebook. It's that tequila. So Bill's happy. He's got a place to, take care of his business and his solitaire. It's just nice. So the first room is the guest. And then look at this guest bathroom. So when we travel, well, even at home, we have separate bathrooms because I can't stand sharing a bathroom. Washer dryer. You would have the doors open? Yes, I do, but Bill's freezing all the time. And then look, this sweet little master bedroom. Big TV. They did a great job of, oh look, can you guys see? Let me see if I can get you out there. There's a sailboat regatta going on. It's all around, unless they're attacking that ship, but there's sailboats all the way around. That is so crazy. A 5-butt kitchen, you don't ever want a little 2-butt kitchen. Most of the kitchens we've had here are 2 butts. Yeah, that tequila tastes really good. Okay, and then, so they really did think of everything. I was impressed. So this is just armoire, but they turned it into a full closet, which I love for Bill. You notice only Bill's clothes are in there. And then I have this big closet. I think I got too far. Anyway, I have this big closet. But look, I bring a ton of clothes because it's 2 minutes. Hold on, stay on. Okay. And then, so the guest bath is bigger than the master bath. So that's why I made him take this one. So anyway, but that's it. That's really nice. So I'm excited to be here for a couple months. So that's where you can picture me when I'm working. No, I don't cook, and we don't usually. It is decorated very nice, isn't it? Yeah, they did a great job. Some of them, they promote it like it's a, we had one that was, what do you call, like 50s decorated. What's that called? Mid-century modern. And it was more mid-century thrift store. So, and they did a great job on pictures. So it looks so much better, but it was awful. So this is probably, for sure, the prettiest one we've had yet. So anyway, that's it. So enjoy. You guys are the first ones to get the view and to get to see where I'm at. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed today's projects. And I will see you guys again next Saturday for sure. And if anything exciting happens in the meantime, I'll see you then. And I will see my group. I'll see Chick Savvy Sisterhood. I will see you guys Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. And Jody Christensen is our Wednesday's Women this week. So we're going to be interviewing Jody. So that'll be so fun. Thanks so much, you guys. I'm so blessed. Trust me. Thank you to Bill that I can even have anything like this for a couple months. Do we own this one? No. These are like $4 to $7 million condos. No, we don't own them. We are, believe it or not, we probably pay the least of most everybody out here. But Bill's been coming here for years and years and years. So that's why. So anyway, all right, you guys, have a great time. No, Irene, it is one of those plastic table covers. I got it. I want to think it's, what do they call it? Like a skirt. It's what it is, a table. It's a plastic table skirt. I got it at Party City, but I bet Amazon has it. Where's Louis? Louis didn't come with us. Louis didn't make the cut. So Louis is with one of my sweet friends and ladies, Annette Lawson, and he stayed back in Arizona because there was no way. He would be barking. He would be a nightmare here. He really would be. And Bill and I needed some time to just get away. So that's why we left him back. But we miss him. Bill misses him more than I do. So anyway, all right, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.